$300 million was liquidated in this movement to the downside, and there is a risk right now that we will have a similar movement in the next few days. So in this video I will be talking about the probabilities of the next direction, so make sure you are watching. Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Samo from My Crypto Paradise, and as you remember 4 days ago I have updated you about the risk of a bearish movement to the downside. As you remember, I have told you about this bearish divergence, this exaggerated bearish divergence, because we have made a move higher. However, the MACD indicator didn't follow up, made equal high, and that meant that we are losing momentum. And I told you there is a huge risk that we will dump to the downside. Be very careful, and that's exactly what happened. Right now we are trading back below this resistance zone right here, which is not only a very important level from the previous price action, but also being Fibonacci retracement zones of 0.786 and 0.618 levels, as you can see right here. At the same time, we are still trading below our 20 moving average right here, which is telling us that we are in a short-term bear trend. The bearish divergence played out quite well. As you can see, this was the higher high. The indicator histogram of MACD indicator made equal high. That's why I've told you to be careful, because we have lost the momentum and the probabilities of continuing to the upside was really low from the current market price. Of course, there was a very tricky price action here at the top, so only the people with the greatest risk management can really survive in this market. Proper trading strategy is something what builds a long-term profitable trader, so you need to be very disciplined about your trading approach. Right now, because of this drop, we have created a first correction wave. Right now we are in a B wave movement, and as you understand from the Elliott wave theory, we are about to have a C wave movement, right? Because this correction is against the main trend. The main trend is still bullish, as you know. Bullish movements from the Elliott wave theory are created by 5 waves, the bearish corrective movements 3 waves, ABC, right? So right now the highest probability is not only because we are below the moving average 20, but also below this huge resistance zone. Together, if I zoom out a little bit, you can see that we are below this descending trend line that is being formed by this symmetrical triangle, which you already know about from the previous videos. So this is all add to the probabilities of another move to the downside, right? Right now, how to actually calculate where the final C wave is going to finish? Well, for the highest certainty, we can use pivot levels. However, I like to use Fibonacci retracement zones because that are working the most accurately for me and for our trading strategy. So as you can see, we have already retested this 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level, which is working as a support. However, because it was already retested, next time we're gonna dump to this level, it is going to be already quite weak, right? There is not such a high demand as it was on the first touch right here. So also because we understand the C wave needs to finish lower than the previous bottom of the A wave, which was this one, we need to make another lower low, right? So the next logical support level is actually 0.786 Fibonacci retracement level, which also in the past price action worked very nicely as a support zone, and this is a level which you can find at around $68,000. If we will be dumping towards $68,000, then what I will be looking for is some reversal signals, and for me it will be a combination of some bullish divergence. If you are reading our blog post on mycryptoparadise.com, you know exactly how to look out and how to find these bullish divergences that are absolutely amazing tools on how to be buying the bottom like a pro, right? Together with the bullish divergence, I will be also looking down here as we dump towards this $68,000 level for some candle formation confirmation, right? So together with the bullish divergence, I want to see some kind of double bottom formation on a lower time frame, together with some bullish candlestick pattern like a bullish hammer candlestick candlestick, right? That will just increase the probabilities that we will reverse to the upside. Another thing I will be looking at to really have the best probability trade is funding trades, because I want to see these funding trades right here at these exchanges Bitg, coinx and Bitg to be extremely negative. That will add up to the probabilities that we will move higher, because we understand that the majority always lose and the minority always wins, right? The minority is formed by smart money, whales, institutions, and with Paradise Family VIPs, we always want to be on the side of a smart money. So the funding trades, when they become negative like this, it will mean to us that the sentiment is actively being very bearish. Loads of people are shorting Bitcoin, and that will be the perfect time for a short squeeze. So at that $68,000, I want to see negative funding trades that will increase our probability for a reversal to the upside. And I will also be for the confirmation looking at funding trades, alright? So I always want to be trading in the direction with a line of least resistance. So I want to make sure that above us there will be loads of liquidation levels, loads of stop losses that will be riding the squeeze to the upside and help the move to be very smooth and profitable, right? Right now at the current prices you can see there is loads of stop losses below us, so there is very high risk that we will really revisit this $68,000. As you can see right here, there is loads of stop losses, very juicy liquidity below us, so the whales will be really extremely eager to take this liquidity. Above us there is also liquidity right here and right here, but you can see these gaps right between these liquidation levels. So what is actually easier is to push the price to the downside, which will be also working hand to hand with the technical analysis and complete the final C wave of this ABC corrective movement. If I switch to a daily time frame on Bitcoin, you probably remember from our previous video this bullish pennant formation, right? Because in the previous video I have been sharing with you also that there is a higher probability that we will retest this bullish pennant and then continue higher. As you can see, this is exactly what happened. We have really started to correct perfectly. We have retested this bullish pennant, and right now we are trading right below our 1.618 Fibonacci retracement level, which is also a higher time frame psychological resistance, very important level that in the past price action worked very robustly. So what I want to see, if we will not drop to $68,000 and we will continue consolidate below this Fibonacci retracement zone, I will not get impatient, right? I will very patiently wait for a reclaim of this level. I want to see that flip into a support by retesting that. I want to see some demand creation below us, and then I will say, alright, some further downside movement is not necessary. People already got shaken out and we can move higher, and I will be buying the reclaim right here. But at the current levels it is very risky to be buying just below the resistance if it's not your trading style. If you are trading this and you have a proper trading strategy built behind these patterns, then go for it. But for me right now it is a low probability play, and with Paradise Family VIPs we always want to be positioned only at the highest probability trades, because that is what's making us long-term profitable. If I switch to weekly time frame, we can still see that there is playing the bearish divergence, the exaggerated divergence, as well as it did on lower time frame, right? This is weekly time frame. That means each candle represents one weekly trading activity, and as you can see we have made equal highs. However, the indicator, this is RSI indicator, had made lower high. What does it mean? It again means a loss of momentum, and that usually means that the continuation higher from the current market prices is coming with a lower probability, because there is not enough market participants to keep buying Bitcoin, right? The momentum is very slow, so we need to get some fuel. How we get fuel? To dump lower. So if we will not be able to hold the $68,000 where I will not see any reverse signs, there is still the risk that we can dump to $62,000. So make sure that you are playing with tight stop losses and you are ready for this movement. Of course, from the higher time frame perspective, we do still expect that the medium time frame cycle will end at $93,000. Right now we are just looking for the best trading opportunities because we want to be consistently profitable as we are for 7+ years, right? At the same time, you can see Bitcoin short positions on Bitfinex are increasing today, up 17%. That means some smart whales are trying to make money if the Bitcoin dumps, and usually these Bitfinex whales are quite correct. So this is another point to our probability that another dump is coming. So ladies and gentlemen, be very careful. Make sure you are in our free Telegram channels so you are updated daily from us. If you are ready to start trading like a professional, I will see you in pretty soon VIP. And until next time, cheers.